I know you have a great life now. You're married and you're happy and everything's cool. But do you still get bummed out when you see this woman who you shared your life with for so long putting out a book and just taking these reckless shots at you?
Well,
Hashtag shots fired.
Shots fired, exactly.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, the thing was, if I could rewind for a minute, you know, when I did the Hogan Knows Best, my marriage was already dysfunctional, unwound. It was out of gas, you know, because she was unhappy and didn't want to be there anymore, and the kids were 13 and 15, and she wanted to run and travel and didn't want to be at home cooking breakfast and helping with homework. She was over it. So and what about me? My life, this, that, and the other. And at the end of the day, I thought maybe doing the show would give her a net worth, you know, give her a real job, put in 12, 14 hours a day and make her a star. Well, if someone's never worked and then all of a sudden you have them doing 14-hour days, they don't want to do that either.
Right.
You know, so it was a disaster, but I was hoping it would bring us back together. And then, you know, at the end of the day, this person that, I mean, I loved unconditionally, partied with, was my best friend. Anything we did during the early 80s, running hard, we all did it together. You know, like, I mean, we walked on the edge and we had a good time. You know, times have changed. But then all of a sudden when this book comes out and there's stuff in the book like, I mean, first off, if I even was to look at her, she would call the cops. That's where she's coming from. So for all of a sudden to go through all this divorce and all this crazy stuff for 3 years of the divorce and all this, and nothing being said, and then all of a sudden the book comes out, and he beat me for 23 years. Well, where's the pictures? Where's the 911 calls? The only person that got hit was me on this end. You know what I'm saying? I got hit in the ring. I never hit anybody at home. And then all of a sudden for her to come out and tell everybody that I'm a homosexual.
Gay with Brutus Beefcake is what she said.
I mean, come on. I mean, you know, there's one thing to tell a lie, a blatant lie, but to be mean-spirited about it, I mean, you know, and to say that when the book comes out, I mean, it's like, you know what? Everybody knows me. I've been around, and if I was a lesbian, a transsexual, a homosexual, I'd tell you, probably make my career better, you know? But I mean, at the end of the day, just to blatantly lie, you know, and it's
so
just
books.
mean-spirited. Thank you.
It is mean-spirited.
And if all that stuff was true, the beating, my sexual preferences, believe me, it would have came out in the divorce 3 years ago, 4 years ago. But, you know, the thing that really got me is my daughter Brooke was all excited that day because she just did a great photo shoot with PETA because all these animals in cages that were abused. And she was all excited, Dad, this is going to be huge for publicity. And everybody told me that on the red carpet, all the news agencies are going to be there. And I can't believe I'm getting this really good break, you know. And that same afternoon, she dropped that homosexual bomb. And I went, man, why would you do that to your kids?
About that.
That's not
cool,
it was just
man.
like, I mean, I just, you know what? Now I know who you really are.
Damn.
You know?
So you guys are not on speaking terms whatsoever?
There's no reason to talk to her. I never want to see her again.
After 23, 24 years of marriage?
Yeah, I mean, you know, and the whole trip is, you know, it was, I had an ego problem for a while because all of a sudden when your 52-year-old wife falls in love with some 17, 18-year-old kid that's friends with your children, it kind of hits you, you know, and it took me a while to get over that too. So, okay, I got my ego out of the way, and it is what it is, brother.
R.I.P. Macho Man.